So guys, you're welcome back to today mathematics class, live class for this upcoming WAEC examination. We'll start a little bit late. So the network was somehow says we're supposed to start by 10 by 9 because of the network is little bit somehow in my area here, so that is why it's a little bit late. I'm sorry for that, for the inconveniencing. I'm sorry for that. So let's welcome back to today mathematics class. So guys, if you're joining us, let's take today attendance so we can start the class together. Let's start today attendance so we can start together. So guys, let's take the attendance so we can start the class together. Let's take the attendance so we can start the class together. Let's take today attendance so we can start the class together. So yeah, we are waiting for your response. Let's take today attendance your name and where you are watching us from. Your name and where you are watching us from. So let's be fast with that so we can start together. We can start the class together. Your name and where you are watching us from. Your name and where you are watching us from, so we can start the class together. So guys, welcome back to today once again to today mathematics lesson for this upcoming WAEC examination, for this upcoming WAEC JAMB examination. You are welcome. You're welcome back to today's lesson. So if I just joining us, let's mark today attendance. Let's mark today attendance. We are watching us from. Let's mark today attendance. Let's mark today attendance where you are watching us from, your name and where you are watching us from. So let's be fast with that. Let's be fast with that. Your name and where you are watching us from. So now give a like to this video. Okay, give a like to this live. Give a like to this live. So you're welcome. Yesterday we discussed about sets. There are some challenges I've been facing since I come back from the travel. That is why I also start by 8 o'clock because I traveled. My mind was to be back before 8, but a lot of things just happened and other challenges. But thank God I succeeded back to where I was. Thank God. It's also a work I'm going to do. That's my hard work. So let's. I gave you this question for you yesterday, which is the assignment I gave you to solve. Some of you guys that submitted yesterday, you guys have some little you can just really get that you have some error. You don't get it. Not all of you that got it that submitted yesterday. Okay, you made some mistake in some parts, and some of you got it correctly. So we need to be live with the solution of it. So we are still waiting for others to be in our midst. So okay, please like this video and share with your friends. Like this video and share with your friends. Take them, share your call. We are not live. Sorry for coming late. We are not live. Sorry for coming late. It's just like one or two things just occur. When I've come back since I was trying to be active, but the network reviews. That is why it is something. That is why it is somehow late. Very sorry for that. So let's mark today attendance so we can start the class together. Let's mark today attendance so we can start the class together. Let's mark today attendance so we can start the class together. So don't miss any part of this class. Let's share this live and let's give a like. Give a like and share this live with your friends. So invite them to join us. Invite them to join in our live class. Invite your friends to join us in our live class. Your name and where you're watching us from. Let's mark today attendance. Your name and where you're watching us from. Your name and where you're watching us from. Let's mark today attendance. That is very, very important. That is very, very important. Okay, so let's see how. Let's say some I'll drop in the attendance. Okay, I think this cell is not that little big. Let me reduce the sizes. Let me reduce the size of this. Let me take it to be size 20. Okay, that is alright. Let me make it 18. Okay, let me just make it 18. So I think it should be something like clear now. So if I just join us, let's mark today attendance. We're going to be starting the class from the classwork I gave you yesterday. We're going to be starting the class from the classwork I gave you guys yesterday. That is where we're going to be starting. And for some of you that asked me a question yesterday that I should drop the PDF lesson note for the logarithm. Okay, I have something I did and I was able to make a mistake. I deleted the video on my phone. I'll try to get it together, but I couldn't find it. And this that was one of the issues I ever faced, because the application that I'm using was trying to misfunction. So I need to install it and uninstall it. In that process, I wasn't able to lose it. So, but this one, I immediately after the class, I will try to find out the PDF. So please, sorry for that. I don't think I can recover that particular one, but we still have a lot of questions. So we still have that is why the question is already, YouTube always keep the recorded video of the live class. So we can check the recorded video in our live class in case you miss it. And algorithm, you can check it in the our YouTube channel. So let's look at this. We have few viewers here. Okay, because some of you may be asking a question if you're just joining us. So let's just make 2 minutes more so we can welcome others. Let's do 2 minutes more, we can welcome others so we can start it together. So please like and share this live. Like and share this live. And refer your friends to join us so we can start together. Like and share this live. Refer your friends to join us so we can start together. So we can start together. So I'm waiting a little bit. Immediately it is 9:25. We start the class. We don't have much time, so we start the class. So please guys, let's be active. Let's be active. Okay, if I just join us, your name and where you're watching us from, that is very, very important. Your name and where you're watching us from. So let's be active. Let's be active. Okay, let's be active. So let's look at the question. The question is that give that S, the set S, Y, and Z are subsets of the universal set. We have the universal set that is from 1, 2, 3, 4 to 10. The number from 1 to 10, that is you have to list it. This order means that it means that it's still continuing. Again now, shows that we have S. It shows that we have S, the set S. The set S is equal to P. Shows that it's equal to P. Shows that 2 less than equal to P less than 9, and P is a what? It's a prime number. Okay, this one is given as an inequality. So this set Y is equal to n, shows that n is equal to 1 less than equal to n less than equal to 7, where n is an integer. So the set Z is equal to m. Okay, it's equal to m, where a is equal to m. We have 2 less than, shows that m is equal to 2 less than equal to m less than equal to 10, and m is a multiple of 2. List the elements. That the first question under is give the list of the elements in S, Y, and Z. And the question C under it says, draw the Venn diagram to illustrate the information. You want to draw the Venn diagram to illustrate the information. Now the question B under it, B2, that is figure 1, and this is figure 2, and it says to find the S prime, okay, S complement. We're going to find S complement intersect Z complement intersect what Y. So you want to find the this notation, S complement intersect Z complement intersect Y complement. I get now. Are you following the class? So if we try to have this question, because some of you guys like submit it, you made some mistake in some part. So you made some mistake in some part. So if you are just joining us, take mark today attendance and name and where you're watching us from. Your name and where you're watching us from. If you are just joining us, mark today attendance, your name and where you're watching us from. Now let's look at a step-by-step solution to this given question. Let's look at the step-by-step solution to this given question. Let's look at the step-by-step solution to this given question. Now, let me take the pen out and let me give this solution. Now, we have the universal sets as called what? These are universal sets. Either it will be written like this, or sometimes it is given like this, that is either equal to. We give the universal set to be equal to, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, that is for 1 to 10. That means that we have 5, we have 6, we have 7, and we have 8, we have 9, we have 10. So it ends as 10. So our universal set is equal to, for a number from 1 to 10 is the universal set. Again, is the universal set. Now, so that shows that our elements S, we have S is equal to P, S is equal to P, shows that P is equal to 2 less than P, less than equal to P, less than 9, and P is a prime number. Now let's first interpret this. So when I give you this question, the first thing to come to your mind is to interpret this what? Is to interpret this inequality. That is the first thing to come to your mind, is to interpret this what? Inequality. And this inequality of S is equal to, that is 2 less than equal to P, okay, less than 9. So what does this inequality means? Okay, what does this what inequality means? It means that 2, if you look at this number here, I have 9, this 2 is less than this 9, but it's something in recursive range. You have to list the number from 2 to 9. Okay, but in this position, if you have 2 less than, number that's less than 9, I get now, which is this 2. So the number, if from 1 to, if you look at for this way, it means that from this place to this place, okay, that is from 2 to 9. But in the condition here, we have 2 less than equal to, that means that in the range, in the number you want to be listing out, you start from 2 because of this equal to. So that means that you start from 2. Assume that 2 is not equal to, assume that is less than but it's not equal to, the equal to is not here. That means you start for the number that is what higher than this 2, which is what start from 3, that we count it to 9. But in this part now, this 9 is not included in the range. I get now, this 9 is not included in the range. We stop at this way, we stop at 8 before 9. That will be a number before 9. The number before 9 is 8. Assume that we have equal to here, is then you stop at number 9. Here it means that the number here is to be equal to our P now. Our P is equal to this 2 less than P, less than equal to P, less than 9. It will be equal to, you start 2 is included in the range, so you start from 2. Assume that not equal to here, assume that there's not equal to here, you don't start for 2. You start from what? From 3. Because at the number less than what? 9, you start from 3. I get them. But equal to is here, you have to start for 2 rather. So come on, 3, 4, okay, 5, 6, 7, and what? 8. You stop at 8. It's not equal to 9. Okay, now as soon as we have equal to 9 here, as soon as we have equal to here, less than equal to 9 here, so we have to include what? 9 at the range. So in this place now, 9 is not equal, is not included as the range of p. Now, but that is not the value of p in this our s, in this our set S. We're still given another condition that p is a prime number. We are forced to first list our number, this inequality, we have listed it out. Now the second condition, now since they say p is a prime number, so you now look at the number we have here. What are the prime number? Yesterday we discussed about a prime number. I say a prime number, a number that has two factors, 1 and itself, but 1 is not included in the prime number. I get now. So a number that has two factors, 1 and itself. Now that means that when p is a prime number, p is a prime number for this place, and you look at this place now, what will be the value of p here, and which is what? A prime number. 2 is a prime number because it's only 1 and 2 can divide itself. 3 is a prime number because 3 is only 1 and itself, they can divide by it without having any words remainder. 4 is not a prime number. 5 is a prime number. Again, so it's only 5 can divide 1 can divide by 5 and 5 itself. 6 is not a prime number. 7 is a what? Is a prime number. So we have the prime number here, that is 2, 3, 5 and 7. So that is the prime number. So it means that what the elements, this means that the set, it means that the set S is equal to p, and p is equal to what? The element in set S is equal to 2, okay, 2, 3 and 5 and 7. So these are the elements we find what? In S, because it's equal to p, and p are the range from 2 less than equal to p less than 9, and this p is a prime number. So we have given this interpret this range, we have it here, but we consider the p as a prime number as the value of our S as the set, as the element set S. So we are able to get it. This is the prime number. We have 2, 3, 5, 7. This is the sets that belong to what? This is the element that belong to what? S. Again, they are the element that belong to what? S. Now let's move to the next one. That is Y. That is Y. Again, so that is Y. So let me try to break it down here. So we have it as Y. So let's look at the Y. They say Y is n. Y is n shows that 1, let me divide the inequality out. 1 less than equal to n less than equal to 7. Again, so let's first interpret this inequality. So inequality means that you will list a number that's what? That is less than 7 but equal to 7. Number that's less than 7 but equal to 7 to 1. I get now, but this equal to is included here, means that we start from 1, 2, 3 and 7 will be included at the range. So that means that we have our value to be equal to, start from 1 because of this equal to, and 1 is less than what? 7. I get now, because of this equal to, that is why 1 is included and is included in the range. So the next number is equal to 2. 2 is less than 7. Again, the next number is equal to 3. 3 is less than 7. The next number we have 4, we have 5, and we have 6, and we have 7 instead because it is less than equal to 7. So that means that 7 is included in the range. So that will be the interpretation of what? Of n. That will be the interpretation of this inequality, which is what? N. Now, but they are given a condition. They say that n is an what? Integer number. I get that. They say that n is an what? Integer number. And what are the integer number? Integer number are what? Are also a number we are normally either positive integer or negative integer. So that means that the value of n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the value of, that is the element that belongs to Y. That's the element that belongs to Y. So you can say what? Our Y now is equal to, okay, the element that belongs to Y is 1, okay, 2, 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, and we have 7. These are the elements that belong to what? To our set Y. Now let's look at the remaining set, that is Z. In the set Z, they say that Z is equal to 2 less than equal to m less than equal to what? 10. So let's look at it. Let's write the inequality here. Let's write the inequality here. We have 1, we have a z is equal to, which is given as what? The inequality is a 2 less than equal to what? M less than equal to 10. That is the inequality that we're given them to get the value, to get the set of n, of z rather. Now, how do we interpret this? Now, to interpret this, it will be to interpret this one is means that the number that are less than 2 are the number that is less than 10. Okay, so this 2 less than equal to, it means that the number you start from what? For 2, because 2 are the number less than this 10. Because of this equal to, it means that 2 will be included in the range. So we have 2. Next number that's less than 10, that is 3. We have 4, we have 5, we have 6, we have 7, we have 8. Okay, we have 9, and we have, because of what? Of 10 is included, because equal to here, it means that 10 is included. So that means that we have what? We have 10 here, so 10 will be included to it. So you're asking question that, so what is the meaning of integer number? I said that integer are just a non-natural number that we are always use. That is mean a positive integer or negative integer. What I mean by positive integer, the number we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are just a what? A normal number. I get now. They are a normal number that we are in. Let me just say it as a counting number. Now we also have a negative integer. Then we have, like this one is 1. That will be 1. We have -1. We have -2. We have -3. Like that. We have -3 like that. They are what? They are integer. I get now. We have positive integer. We have negative integer. They are just what? Oh no, they are just normal number that we are counting. The number we have here now are integer number. Do you understand? Because they are just number for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they uncountable. They are what? Integer number. And we have the positive integer. We have the negative integer. I get now. So that is the meaning of what? Integer. That is the meaning of integer. They just want to use English to deceive us. Do you get now? Now, we have interpreted our inequality is equal to what? 2 less than m less than 2 less than equal to m less than equal to 10. We have it to start from 2. Okay, and number less than 10 and to be most equal to 10 will be included the element. That's why we have a 10 here. But we are given a condition. But we are given a condition. The condition says that we have m is the multiple of 2. So we want to insert the multiple of 2 in this part. So let's insert the multiple of 2. What does it mean by multiple of 2? It means that a multiple of 2 is simply expressed that if you have a number that 2 can be multiplied, so the multiple of 2, we have 2 start for 2 times 1. That will be what? That will be what? 2 times 1 is 2. Now the next multiple of 2. Okay, let me try to write it here. So if you guys want to get the material, so let me try to write it here so I can quote it. Okay. Let me try to create space here. So the multiple of 2 means that 2 multiplied by 1 they give us as 2. That the multiple of 2, like 2 times the next number that is 2, that give us 4. Okay, they have 2 times what? 3, just multiplied by a natural or integer number that will be equal to what? 2 times 3 you have 6, and also you have 2 times what? Next one will be 2 times 4, that's give us as 8. Okay, we have 2 times 5, that give us as 10. We have 2 times what? 6, that give us as what? As 12. But the highest number we have as our universal set is 10. So that means that we stop as what? At number 10 here. Okay, now we stop at number 10 here, so we stop at this stage 5 here. Now that means that our multiple of 2 here is what we need to exert from out of this place. Okay, we say that our n as our inequality, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have it here. But we only need m is the multiple of 2 out of what we have here. So that means our y, our z rather, our z is equal to. So let's remove the multiple of 2 because z is equal to m, and m is the multiple of 2. Now let's remove the multiple of 2. We have the 2. We have 2 here. Since we have 2 here, we have 2 as the multiple of 2. Now we have 4. 3 is not the multiple of 2. We have 4. That is 4. Come on. And the next one is 6. We have 6 here. So 5 is not the multiple of 2. We have 6. Come on. And here we have 8. 6, we have 8 here. That 8 will be next. Come on. Here we have 9. 9 is not the multiple of 2. So we have 10. So here we have 10. Close bracket. So it means that the set S, the set Z is equal to this, and the set Y is equal to this, and the set S is equal to what? This. Now, instead therefore, let me try to rule this one out so you guys, let me try to rule this one out so you guys can, so you guys can say it. So let me try to rule this one out. Okay, you can see now this one is one that leads to this because multiple of 2. Now, instead therefore, let's look at the question again. Let's study the question. The question list the elements. List the elements. These are the question 2. This one is question B. Why this one is question C? So let's list the element. List the element of S, Y, and Z. Now we have also answered that one. The element of S is equal to this. That's the element of S, and the element of Y. That is what we get here. The element of Y. Our element of Y is equal to what? This, and the element of Z is equal to this. So let me try to write it out. So the element of S, because therefore the set S, sorry, I say element of S, the set S, the B Roman figure 1, let me say B Roman figure 1, which is what? We're trying to find the element of S. Okay, the element for set S, which is equal to, we have it as 2, 3, 5, 7. That is what we have here. That is a set S, and the element is equal to this, and this is what I have here. So the Roman figure 2, we are told to find the element that belong to what? To set Y. So element that belong to set Y. So what are the elements that belong to set Y? This is equal to what? We have 1, okay, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, and we have 7. These are element that belongs towards S, Y rather. Element that belongs towards Y. Are we getting it now? Now let's move to the element that belong to Z now. We have element figure 3. We have the element that belong to set Z. So we have it as 2. Okay, we have 4, we have 6, we have 8, and we have 10. So that is the solution to that given question. We have the question that said that we should find the element of S, Y, and Z. That's the question B. List the elements of S, Y, and Z, and the element of S, Y, and Z is what we get here. So we have solved that one. Okay, I hope it is well cleared here. Do you have any question before we move to the next part? Do you have any question? If it is well understood, let me hear a comment say let's go, or we should proceed. Let me hear in the comment section, let's go, or we should proceed if you understand. And if you don't understand, ask your question. I'm waiting for your response, guys. I'm waiting for the response, guys. I'm waiting for your response, guys. I'm waiting for your response. Shall we proceed with the class? Shall we proceed with the class? So I'm waiting for a response before I move on with the class. Hope it is well understood. Hope it is well understood. I need a response before I proceed with the class. Let's follow it up. Let's follow it up. If it is well cleared, let me know. If it's not cleared, also let me know, so we can move to the next step. I'm waiting for your response, guys. So we can move to the next step. That will be treating question C. So I'm waiting for the response. Guys. Let's move further. Oh, that is really bad. So let's move further. So okay, let's move to question C. So in the question C, you said I should draw a Venn diagram to illustrate the information. So the information we have here, let's draw the Venn diagram to illustrate the information. Let's use the Venn diagram to illustrate the information. They said the elements we have our S, Y, Z. So let's use our Venn diagram to illustrate it. Okay. Now, before you use a Venn diagram, like yesterday, I explained something that's very important. Before you do a Venn diagram, you first of all find the intersects. You find the intersects of the three sets. Okay, you find the intercept of the three sets. You find the one that has what S only, the Y only, and Z only, and the intercept of SY, and the intercept of SZ, and the intercept of YZ. You have to find the intercept before you draw what? Before you draw your Venn diagram. So that's the first thing. Now let's find our intercept of SY. Let's say maybe we have an intercept of what? Of S intercept Y. Here we have intercept of SY. Means that what are the number they have in common? SY. What are the number they have in common? So if you look at the number they have in common now, we have two. These are SY. We have 2 here. Okay, 2 here. We also have 2 here. So they have 2 in common. That is 2. So next we have 3. They have 3 here. They have 3 in common. Okay, that intercept we have 5 here. We also have 5 here. So they have 5 in common. Here have 4. It does not have 4. So it means that 4 is not intercept of what SY. So now we have 7. And 7 we also have 7 here as this place. I get down. 7 is common to both sides. So that will be what 7. So the intercept of SY. The intercept of SY is equal to this. Okay. That is the intercept of SY. Okay, is equal to this. That is the intercept of SY. Now let's move to the intercept of S and Z. Intercept of SZ. Maybe we have any. Let's see the intercept of SZ now. So we have 2 here. We have 2 here. So 2 is the intercept. So 3 we don't have 3. 4 we don't have 4. We have 5, we don't have 5 here. 5 is not intercept. 6 we don't have 6 here. 6 is not intercept. 7 we don't have 7 here. So 7 is not intercept. So 8 is not intercept. Since we don't have 8 here. 10 is not intercept. Since we don't have 10 here. So that means that we only have 2 as the intercept of what? Of N and Z. It is only 2. Again, it is only 2. Our intercept of S and Z, it is only 2. Are we getting it now? Now let's move to the next one. That is the intercept of what? Of Y and Z. Intercept of Y and Z. Intercept of Y and Z. So let's look at the intercept of Y and Z. Then normally have in common, we have 1 here, we have 1 here. So 1 is not intercept. We have 2 here, so we have 2 here. So we have it as 2. 2 is intercept, common. We have 3 here, we don't have 3 here, we have 4 here, we have 4 here. So it means that 4 is also what? An intercept. Come on. So here we have 5 here, we don't have 5 here, we have 6 here. 6 is also what? Is also an intercept. So we have 6, come on. We have 7 here, we don't have 7 here, we have 8, we have 8, we have 10 here, we don't have 10 here. So 10 is not an intercept. So it means that we have 2, 4, and 6 as the intercept of this, of S and Y. Now, you have to find the intercept of, the 3 letters. You have to find the intercept of the 3 sets. So that the intercept of S, intercept Y, intercept of Z. So let's look at the intercept Y and intercept of Z. I get on. So let's find the intercept of the 3 sets. What are the number they have in common? We have 2, we have 2, we have 2. So 2 is the intercept because they have 2 in common. Come on. So let's look at again. We have 3, we have 3 here, we don't have 3 here. So 2 is not intercept. We have 5 here, we have 5 here, we don't have 5 here. 5 is not intercept. We have 4 here, we have 4 here, we don't have 4 here. So 4 is not intercept of the 3. What other number again? 7. We have 7 here, don't have 7 here. I think that is only 2 that has the intercept of the both element. I get the intercept of the both elements. Yes, so let's go and draw our Venn diagram. Let's go and draw our Venn diagram. Let's go and draw our Venn diagram. So let me draw it. Okay. So let me draw the first sets. So let me use this one. And this one needs to be big. Let me try to press. This board needs to be big. This one needs to be big. And also this circle needs to be big. Okay, the first one, let me duplicate it. We have the second one, and we have 3 sets. That's 3 circle. So I think that, let me see, maybe it can contain a large number. Okay, I think it's okay like this. So now this is the, let's say the first one here is our S. The first diagram, the first circle here is belong to S, and this one belongs to what? Y, and this one belongs to what? Set Z. Now this place is the intercept of this place, this region here. This region here is the intercept, is a what? Is a Y S only. At this region is S only. At this region is Y only. At this what? Z, it is what? It is at this region here it is Z only. But at this region here is the intercept of the 3 elements. Again, is the intercept of the 3 sets. The intercept of S, the number that common to what? S, Y, and Z. So what was this? That is what we have it as 2. So 2 is the number that common to what? S, Y, and Z. Now, let's look at this now. Now, when you say the intercept of S and Z, I mean S and Y, and our S and Y, we have it as 2, 3, okay, 2, 3, 5, 7. So if you should look at it now, you know this 2 is common to both number there. Okay, this 2 is common. This 2 is common to what? It's common to S, Y, and Z. So it means that if you want to write, the intercept of S and Y, 2 will not be included because we have it as what? As 2, 3, 5, 7. So that means that 2 is not be included. Again, we remove this 2 from the intercept here, so 2 is not included because we have already have 2 here. You don't need to write the 2. I get now. You don't need to write the 2. So you start from 3. Okay, we have 3. Okay, then we have a 5 and we have a 7. So these are the intercepts of what? Of S and Y. That is what we have, our intercept of what? S and Y. Now, let's look at the intercept of what? The next one we have the intercept of S and Z. And the intercept of what? Of S and Z. So that means at this particular junction here, it will be the intercept of what? Of S and Z. Again now, the intercept of S and Z is at this region. Is at this region, either this region or this region, because this one is combined and it is just only 2. 2 is the number that common to what? S, or common to this what? All this number, and it is also the same intercept of S and Z. So that means that since it is inside, since it's in between this one, this circle of set S and this circle of set what? Z, that means that this place is also 2, and we also remove 2 for 2 here. That means that we have Z here. So that means that we don't write any T here again, because the 2 is supposed to write here. That is what we have already written here. Again now, because 2 is common to both the both 3 sets. I get now. So if we see that the intercept of S and Z is 2, and 2 has the common to both the 3 sets, so we have to move 2 from 2. We have nothing. So that means this is to be what? Empty. Again now, this is to be what? Empty. Now we have do the intercept of what? We have do the intercept of N. S intercept Z is 2, and we have replaced by what? As 2, because we have 2 here. That will be what? Empty, because the 2 is already written at the intercept of the 3 sets. Now let's move to the intercept of what? Of Y and Z. Intercept of Y and Z, we have 2, 4, 6. Okay, 2, 4, 6. We have 2 as our intercept of the 3 sets. So that means that we remove 2 from this place. Okay. If you want to write it, don't need to write the 2 again. So when you move 2 from this way, it means 4 and 6. So it means that it will be 4 what? And 6. 4, 6. Again on. This way means 4, 6. Again on this way 4, 6. Now, what will be our Y only? What will be our Z only? And what will be our what? S only? To get your S only. To get your S only. Now you come to this what? To our set S. In our set S we have what? We have 2, 3, 5, 7. 2, 3, 5, 7. Now all this space should be what? 2, 3, 5, 7. So if you look at it now, inside this S, we have to remove all the intersects. This intercept here, you move it from the word, the set A, the set S here. Okay. All the elements we have here as the intercept, we have to move from this one for the set S here. Then the remaining to be what? S only. Now we have 2 as the intercept. 2 here, move 2 from this space. So we have 3. We still have 3 here. So we move 3 from this space. We have 7. We have 7 here. Move 7 for this space. We have 8. We have 7. We have 7 here. So that means that this particular S only has nothing. Okay. Has nothing left when we move for the intercept there. So that means that intercept of the set S only at this region, set S only, it is what? It is none or null. We leave it what? Empty. Because after we move all this intercept from it, now we don't have any number left. So that means that this region, it will be what? Null. It is nothing. I get now. Now let's look at the region Y only. Region Y only. And in this region, we have all the intercept as 2, 7, 5, 3, 4, 6, because it is inside this word Y. So after we move everything we have here from this Y, our set Y, what will remaining? We have 1. We do have 1 on the intercept. So 1 is the first one. 1 into the first Y only. Common. So let's say 2. We have 2 here. Don't need to write 2 because 2 is already have the intercept. We have 3, and we have 3 here. Don't need to write 3. 3 is also what? At the intercept here. We have 4. We have 4 here. Don't need to write 4 because 4 is already what? At the intercept. And we have 5. We have 5 here. Don't need to write 5 again. We have 6. We have 6 here. Don't need to write 6. And we have 7. We have 7 here. We don't need to write 7. So that means that it is only what? Our Y only. It is what? 1. I get now. We only have 1 as our Y only. Now let's move to the Z only. At this region, Z. Okay, at this region set only here, what will be the set only? So at this region, if you look at the set of Z now, we have the intercept of 2, 4, and 6. Now let's remove these 2, 4, and 6 from the Z only for the set Z. So what will remaining to be at our Z only? So 2 here, we have 2 here, so 2 we cancel. We have 4 here, so 4 will not be Z only. We have 6 here, as an intercept, so 6 is not included in the Z only. We only have 2 digits, which is 8. Since we do have 8 as the intercept, so we have the first one to be what? 8 common. We have 10. Since we do have 10 here, so we have what? 10. So that means that our Z only is equal to what? 8 and 10. And that is our Z only is to be equal to what? 8 and Z. Okay, so let me just write it. Let me just figure it out. Okay, so if I should figure it out, we have our S only. Our S only is nu. Okay, this symbol here, it means that our S only, which is for nothing, because we don't have anything here. If you remove everything from the way I explained it earlier, if you remove everything, the intercept here for what we have our sets S, we have nothing. So that is what we have for nu. It means that what? Nothing, empty in that S only. For Y only, this one is S. For Y only, from Y only is equal to, we have just one set in Y only. We have one. That is one element in Y only. So for Z only, we only have for 2 elements there. That is what? 8 and 10. 8 and 10 for Z only. So that is the step-by-step to solve it. So that means that our Z only is equal to this. So this is our Venn diagram now. Our Venn diagram this is what we get as our Venn diagram when we are told to illustrate. Let me go to the question. So when you say the word to draw the Venn diagram to this information, and this is the word, the Venn diagram, that is what we draw here. That is what we draw here as our Venn diagram. So that is the solution, and that is how you draw the Venn diagram. I get now. That is how you get the Venn diagram. Do you understand? Do you have any question before I move to the last question under it? Do you have any question before I move to the last question under it? If it is well understood, please let me know in the comment section by says no question or let's go. If you have question, ask a question. If you have question, ask a question. So no question. Okay, let's move on then. Let's dive in. Now let's look at the question under it. Let's look at the question under it. The remaining question under it now, that is we have to find what we want figure 2. We have to find what find S complement S bar is S complement intercept Z complement intercept Y. I get now. So we're told to find what the number that is common. This intercept means that the common number to what? To S the sets S complement to Z complement and what? Y complement. That is what we're told to find. So what are the elements that we have there? So let me write that one out first. So we have the question that is from figure 2. Okay, from figure 2. So we have to find what S complement N, okay, intersect Y. So okay, it is Y or Z. Let me be assured of the question. So now to avoid mistake, okay, Z, right? It is Z complement intersect Y. Okay, it is Z complement. So that is intersect of Z complement and intersect of Y. So we're told to find this. Now, before you can find this, you have to first of all find your S complement and your Z complement. Now, how do you get your S complement and how do you get your Z complement? So let's look at it, how to solve that. Let's look at our elements. So let's look at our element from this way. Let me try to read this one out and let me solve it here. Let me solve that one here. So our S complement, what will be our S complement? I told you yesterday when I'm talking about complements, so it means that a number, this is a set S. The element in set S, you move all the elements in set S from the universal set. That will be the remaining element. If you move all this set S from the universal set, and our universal set are the number from what 1 to 10. That number we have here from 1 to 10. Just remember that, because I'll be scrolling up, scrolling down, you may get confused. So in this place now, all the number here we have, it is from 1 to 10. So when you move all the elements, when you move all the elements in set S for the number from 1 to 10, we have 2 as the elements. If we move 2 from a number from 1 to 10, so that means that we remove 2 from that place. So let me just do like this. Since this place is far, I think let me try to solve it here. Okay, let me solve it here. Then we have our set SA at this place. I don't want it to be confused. Right, so let me set the what let me solve the S complement here. S complement, let me solve it here. Okay, let's solve the S complement here. So our set S is equal to 2, 3, 5, 7. Now when we remove 2, 3, 5, 7 from what we have here, this one, the first one is the first remaining here. I have 1. Do you have 1 here? No, we don't have 1 here. So 1 is the complement of S. Okay, we have 2 here. So 2 is not the complement of S. We have 3 here. We have 3 here. 3 is not the complement of S. The next one is 4. Do you have 4 here? Do you have 4 here? So 4 is the complement of S. Come on. And we are 5. Do you have 5 here? So we have 5. 5 is not a complement of S. So let's move to the next number. That is 6. Do we have 6 here? We don't have 6 here. So 6 is the complement of what? Of S. Come on. 7, we have 7 here. 7 is not the complement of S. So we have 8, 9, 10. So there's no 8, 9, 10 here. So that means that the complement of S, we have 8, 9, 10, because it's not in this element of S here. So that would be the complement of S. That is 8, 9, and 10. So that is this S complements. Again, now that would be S complements. That would be S complements. So let's move to the Z complement. Let's move to the Y complement rather. Let's move to the Y complements. Let me try to solve it here. Y complements. Since it's our set of elements of Y here, so let's set our Y complement. Now our Y complement, it will be equal to 1. We have the, let me start for the universal. 1. Do you have 1 here? You have 1 here? Yes. 1 is not the complement. We have 2 here. Next one is 2. Do you have 2 here? 2 is not the complement of Y. We have 3 here. We have 3 here. So 3 is not the complement of Y. We have 4. Since we have 4 here, so 4 is not the complement of Y. We have 5. We have 5 here. 5 is not the complement of Y. We have 6. We have 6 here. 6 is not the complement of Y. We have 7. We have 7 here. 7 is not the complement of Y. We have 8. We don't have 8 here. So it means that 8, 9, 10, we don't have it there. They are the complement of Y. So it means that we have our complement of Y is equal to 8, 9, and 10. These are the complement of Y. I get now. Now, if you're supposed to find the complement of Z, okay, complement of Z. To get the complement of Z is the same thing. Let's remove this one. The first number here is 1. We have 1 here. Do you have 1 as Z? That is no. So 1 is the complement of Z. That the first one. We have 2. We have 2 here. So 2 is not the complement of Z. We have 3. Do you have 3 here? Do you have 3 here? So 3 is the complement of what? Of Z. Come on. The next one we have okay. So the next one we have 4. We have 4 here. So 4 is not the complement of Z. We have 5. We don't have 5 here. So 5 is the complement of Z. Come on. And next one we have 6. We have 6 here. 6 is not the complement of Z. We have 7. We don't have 7 here. 7 is the complement of 7 of Z. Come on. You have 8. We have 8 here. So 8 is not the complement of Z. 9. We don't have 9 here. So 9 is the complement of Z. Come on. And we have 10. We have 10 here. So it means that the complement of Z is equal to what? This. Okay. Complement of Z is equal to what? This. Now let's look at the question that was asked. Okay, the question that was asked, it says that you should find what the the common number, that is intersect. We're trying to find the intersect. Okay, let me normally use this word. Let me use the question here because it is very close to what we have here. Okay, you can see the question. Abigail can see the question. So you should find what S complement intersect Y Z complement intersect Y. So we'll be looking at S complement. This is our S complement, and this is our Z complement, and you'll be looking for Y. It's not Y complement. We'll be looking for this one. This is what we'll be looking at. What you see the number that's common to what to this. See the number that common to this. The number that common to this, and the number that common to what to this our Y here. So if you look at it now. What are the numbers that are common to what? To both three sets. This set S for S complement, Y complement, and Y. What are the elements that are common to both three sets? So if you look at it now, we have one in this one. Okay, we have one here. We have one here. We have one. For S complements, we have one there. And for Z, this is Z. Now let's look at Z now. Z complement. These are Z complement. As a complement, we have one. So let's look for our Y. And our Y we have one. So it means that the first element at this place, the first element at this place is equal to. Let me just write it there. The first element is 1. That is common. So let's move to the next one. We have 4. We do have 4 here. So 4 is not what intersects. So let's move to the next number. That is 6. Do we have 6 here? We don't have 6 here. And do you have to say I don't need to write a look at the next one. Since we do have it here, I think that it's not common. We have 9 here. Do you have 9? We have 9 here, and we don't have 9 at the intersect of Y. So Y is not the intersect. And what do you have again? We have 10. We do have 10 here. So I do have 10 here. So that means that the answer to this question is only 1. It's only set 1. That is the intersect of this one. Set complement intersect. Z complement intersect Y complement, it is only 1. So you can say, let me write it here. Let me write it to what we have here. So that means that the intersect. That means that the intersect answer to this question is to be equal to the element we have there is equal to, that is 1. That is common to both words, S intersect, Z intersect, and Y intersect. The element is equal to what? Is 1. I get now. So that is the step by step to solve this mathematical question. So we have done with the solution of this question. We have done with the solution of this question. Do you have any question? Do you have any question before I proceed? I hope it is well understood. So if you are just joining us, mark today attendance your name and where you are watching us from. Give a like to this video. God bless you as you do so. Give a like to this video. Well understood? Okay. So if you are just joining us, your name and where you are watching us from. So let's move to the next question. Let's move to the next question. By 10:30, I'll be right on the class. By 10:30, I'll be right on the class. So let's move to, let me quickly share with you another question. I have a lot of questions under this set that I can share with you. So let's move to the next question. That should be the next question that I want to like you to be aware of, and that should be this question. That should be this question. So let me bring it down. Let me bring it down. Let me bring it down here. So let's move to the next question. I want to try to bring the question down. Okay. So I'm trying to bring the question down here. So let me increase the size of the question. Let me increase the size of the test. Let me increase it to 18. Let me increase to 18. Okay, I think it's big enough for us to see. So I think it's big enough for us to see. So that would be the second question that we'll be solving today. That will be the question we'll be solving today. So if you look at this question now, this question now is very simple. Okay, this is not a very diagram, And this question is very simple. Let me explain it. So after this question, I will give you your assignment. So the next tomorrow, that should be Saturday. Okay, I think we have live Saturday. That will be on TikTok. Let me contact the person in charge. I ask them. I think they have live tomorrow. Because I don't think I will host live tomorrow, but it will be another person that will host live tomorrow. So let's say I will get back to you on our group concerning that. Now let's look at the solution of this question. If we're given this question, and this question is from JAMB past question, I don't write the option out, but this is the question. I picked this one from JAMB past question. The question is solved yesterday and today. The first question here is from WAEC past question. Look at the JAMB past question. Now the question is that if U is equal to SPLENDOUR, we have the sets that are the universal sets. This U represents the universal sets, and now we have our sets S is equal to what? SPEND, and we have our set Y is equal to SENOU, and the element there, they are this, and for Z, set Z is equal to the element inside the Z is equal to PNOUR. We're taught to find what? To find S intercept. We're taught to find what? S intercept open bracket Y union Z. This question is very, very simple. The first thing to do here is to find the bracket first. You want to first solve these brackets, which is what? Y union Z. Okay, so let me write it out here. So we can solve it together. Now if we write it out, that we have S intersect open bracket Y union Z. That's what we have. Okay, Y union Z. That is what we have. Now let's first of all solve this bracket. What does it mean by what? Y union Z. Y union Z. What does it mean by Y union Z? This Y union Z means that you write all the elements that belongs to set Y and all the elements that belong to what? Set Z. You write this one together. That would be the word, the Y union Z. That means what? They are unity. Okay, now let's look at the element that belong to what? To both sets S and Z. I mean ZY. I mean ZY and Z. So our set Y is equal to this. Okay, now, and our Z we have the element as this. So let's write everything together. So let's start for S. Okay, since we have S here, so we write S, come on, and E, we write E. Okay, and we have N. Okay, N is common to both sides. You just write only one out of it. So now we have O. So we have O here. That is what O, and also we have for U. So you have U here. We just write only one, and here we have write this one finished. That is what? SENOU. So let's write our U. That is common. Let's put common, and U. Okay, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Write all this one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we write all the elements in this Y. All of it, they are also common to this one, but the only difference there, it is what? P. So you just include the P to it. Come on. And this one is what? U. We have U here already. We have O. We have O here already. We have R. So include what? R to it. So that means that our Y union Z is equal to the element in Y union Z is, we have our S, we have E, we have N, we have O, we have U, we have P, we have R. Now let's look at the intercept now. That is what? S intercept open bracket Y union Z close bracket. Okay, universal set. That will, so what to be means that the intercept, the one they have in common, this one and the word and the element and in S. What are the element they have in common? Now let's look at the set S. We have S. Did you have S here? Yes, we have S. So S is the first one element they have in common. Let's look at the word P. Do we have P here? Yes, we have P here. So let's as P. Come on. Now we have E. So do we have E here? Yes, we have E here. So it means that E in common. That is what? E. Come on. We have N. Do we have N here? Yes, N. We have N in common here. That is what? N here. We have N. Now the next one we have D. Do we have D here? We don't have D here. So that means that we don't have any number they have in common again. So that means that the number they have in common, that is the element they have in common, it is what? It is S, P, E, N. So that means that the solution to this mathematical expression is equal to what? The S intersect Y union Z is equal to what? S is equal to S, P, E, N. So that are the what? The intersect. Okay, and this is the solution to this given mathematics question. This is from Y past question, and this is the solution to it. I get on. I hope it is well understood. Before I move to the next question, let me share with you the today's question. I hope it is well understood. Hope you guys got it. So if it is well understood, let me know in the comment section. If it is well understood, let me know in the comment section. So we can move to the next. Okay. So let's move to the next question. So this is the next question I have. This should be question. Let me try to enlarge it. Let me enlarge it so you guys can see it very well. Let me increase the size. Let me increase the size of it. Okay, let me increase the size of the text. So let me increase to 18. Let me increase to 18. So I hope you guys can see it well now, more than before. So let me also increase this one to 18. So this is it. Now this should be the question 3. So this is the question 3, okay, and this question 3, and this will be question 4. Now I will be giving this one as assignment. Look at the question. So that the subset A, B, and C of the universal set are defined as, we have what? The universal set is given as this. The set A, we have all the elements. Set B, we have all the elements. Set C, we have all the elements. List the elements of the following set. We have what? A union B, you solve it. A union C, you solve it. A union open bracket B intersect C, you solve it. Again, so that will be your assignment. The same thing with the question 4. That will be your assignment. So for tomorrow, we'll start from this place as our correction. I hope you guys have understanding of this assignment. So you can copy the assignment down. Okay, you can copy the assignment down. So if you have any question, you can let me know. If you have any question, you can let me know. I have a lot of questions to solve with you under this particular topic or sets. I have a lot of questions under it, but I will only give a few. But if you need more questions under this, okay, please as zoom in. Okay, let me increase the size. Okay, let me increase the size to 20. Okay, let me increase to 25. Okay, let me get 35, and let me also increase the size of this one too. Okay, let me take it down here. I hope you can see it very well now. So let me also increase the size of this to 25. Let me also increase the size to 25. So I hope you guys can see it now. Okay. So this is the question. This is question 4. Okay, this is question 4, and this is the question 3. So I hope it is well zoomed now. Okay, how it is well zoomed now. So write it down as the assignment, so to be submitted tomorrow. So if you have any question, you can let me know. So some of you that asked for the PDF format of this the lesson we did other logarithm, I've mistakenly deleted this because of this, or unfortunately this application did this evening when I was rushing. I mistakenly deleted it, so I'm sorry for that. But we have the recorded video of the live class. You can check our page that particular day. It is day 3 or day 4 like that. You can check it, you'll see everything in that particular video. Okay, on indices, it is almost okay. I think it is only that is. I will check my phone, maybe I still have that indices. I'll check my phone, maybe I still have that indices. If I have it, I will send it to you. For you guys that request for it, I'll send it to you. If you request for it, I'll send it to you. If I have it on my phone, if I don't have it, you can check the video in our previous lesson. So let's write the assignment down. I will also send the assignment to the group. You guys can also copy it from that place. I hope you guys understand. I hope you guys are free under this set. So tomorrow you'll be running this set up, and the next tomorrow is Saturday. Okay, I don't think I'll be going live on Saturday because we have general live. Okay, we have general live with our VIP students, but I'm still seeing the way it will look like. Either we go live on TikTok tomorrow. I'm still looking how it will be. I'm still looking the way it will be. But I'll be update you guys. Okay, any information I get, I'll be update you guys. So let's give a like to this video. God bless you as you do so. Let's give a like to this video. God bless you as you do so. So okay, immediately it is 10:30. I will end this live. Okay, copy the assignment down. I will also drop the assignment to the group. Okay, I will also drop the assignment to the group. So you can copy it down, or you copy it in a group, the one you prefer there. Thank you guys. We made 2 minutes before we end the live. If you have any question, please ask a question before I end the live. If you have any question, please ask a question before I end the live. If you have any question, ask the question before I end the live. So if you have any question, let me know before I end the live.